So in second year we've our first clinical exposure heading to GP practice where we get to meet patients. As well as that we have a family attachment scheme where you're paired off with a patient, you go to their home and you see how illness affects their life.
In third year we start our clinical placements in the hospitals, in the teaching hospitals around Cork. It's a big transition from Brookfield to be going out into a clinical setting, but it's made easier by our previous experience in the clinical skills labs, and being with our class we all get on really well, so we can support each other on the wards. So far it's been really exciting.
In third year we get to go into the hospitals and meet real patients and do real histories and real examinations. Also we get tutorials off consultants in the hospitals, and it's all together a really worthwhile experience.
This year once a week we have small group learning. We're split into groups of between 5 and 10 people, and we get a case to discuss. Each person is given a different role in the group. One person leads the group, one person is the scribe, and it's a really great opportunity to practice discussing cases.
Fourth med, you're kind of like really transitioning from the lectures into hospitals and that kind of stuff. So I think we've 7 rotations. So I've just finished a month of surgery, so I'll have a month of medicine, another month of surgery, and we'll do things like I'll be working on my final year project. I'll be doing emergency medicine, I'll be doing obs and gynae, I'll be doing paediatrics, and I'll be doing psychiatry. So the month of surgery was really cool. I suppose it's kind of a new departure of medicine that you don't really think of maybe at the start. So I got to do a week of plastic surgery, which is something I'd never thought of, but it was really cool. And things like ophthalmology and dermatology and kind of like maybe more niche areas that wouldn't necessarily spring to mind when you think about medicine first of all, but it's, really interesting to see all nonetheless.
The structure of final med consists of 4-week rotations. You have your medicine, your surgery, paediatrics, obs and gynae, and GP. At the end of these rotations then you have a little mini clinical exam, all contributing back to your final mark.
In final med we have 7 placements. So I started off last month on general practice. So I spent 4 weeks in the Living Health Clinic in Mitchelstown with a few other students, and we had a great time. We saw patients on our own in the morning, and then we had time to study and things in the afternoon, and the doctors took us for tutorials every day, so we learned the common things that come up in clinical practice and finally how to apply things in real life, because I suppose we've been learning loads from 1st to 4th year, but now the crunch time has come and we need to start applying it to real patients.
One of the best days I had was during my summer elective. I was able to scrub in with the consultant, and it was an 8-hour-long surgery.
At the moment I'm on surgery, so that's a complete change from general practice, and I'm in the Mercy Hospital in Cork, which is lovely. I really like it. It's busy. I'm in early in the morning. I'm trying to fit in time. I've got a run planned for November, so I'm trying to fit in the time to go running during the day.
Well, final exams going well. I hope to stay in Ireland, hopefully practice in Cork.
I'm in surgery at the moment. Next I go on to intern shadowing, so we get to see what an intern will do and sort of realise that that'll be us in a few months' time, which is scary. And then after that we have our final year project presentations. I finish off before Christmas on obstetrics and gynecology. I'm going down to Tralee for that, which I'm looking forward to. The other 2 electives we have are a month on medicine, so I'm going to be in Clonmel for that, so I get the tour of Munster this year. And then we have a month on paediatrics, so I spend 2 weeks in Tralee and 2 weeks in Cork again. And then it's time for final med exams and our release into the big bad world.